Thailand is a beautiful country. As a world traveler, I've been there many times. I've seen the beaches, the shores, the mountains, the elephants, the girls, and the bars. It's one of my favorite places to visit anywhere on the planet. But it may not be the destination you think it is. In fact, it may not be the destination for you. In this video, I'm going to cover topics like the temperature, the length of travel to get there, the language barriers, the turmoil, and 10 different reasons why you may not want to travel to Thailand right now. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to check it out. We're going to kick it off right about now. Now, as I said, I love Thailand. I've adventured there many times with Amy. We've been to Phuket, Pattaya, Bangkok, and everywhere in between. However, there's some things that make the average traveler maybe not want to go there, particularly the average American or Western traveler. And number 10 on our list is the temperature. With the temperature ranging of highs of 91 degrees in the off season, highs of 94 degrees during season, it's always humid, it never cools off, and this is a place that maybe isn't for every vacationer. If you don't want to go to a soupy, hot mess of a country, this may not be best for you. Not every location you visit is going to have air conditioning. Not every location you visit is going to have a way to cool off. And yeah, the temperature year-round in Thailand is quite a bit. In fact, in certain seasons, there's burn seasons where the air quality gets bad. It may not be best for you. So that's number 10 on our list. Number 9 is the length of travel, okay? People underestimate how difficult it is to get to Thailand. For me, I live in Florida. It was a 6-hour flight to LA, then a 13-hour flight to Tokyo, a overnight in Tokyo, then another 6 hours all the way to Bangkok, another hour or two to get to Phuket or Pattaya. So there's just a lot of time that you have to spend to get to a location. And if you're not comfortable sitting up in an airline seat for 30 hours, traveling for 48 to 72 hours, well, then this may not be the adventure for you. Also, once you get there, this is a city that requires a lot of walking. Yeah, if you're going to be going down a walking street, if you're going to be traveling and adventuring, well, guess what? Thailand may not be best for you if you don't expect to put on 10 to 15,000 steps a day. Thailand, whether you're going to see the elephants, whether you're going to a remote location like this, or you're walking the streets of Bangkok, is going to require you to walk a lot. That's number 8 on our list. If you're not ready to walk, you're not ready for Thailand. Number 7, bad traffic. Some of the worst traffic in the world. If you're a foreigner, don't expect to drive there. If you're going to be taking taxis, expect to sit in traffic a lot. If you're going to cities like Bangkok, Phuket, Pattaya, Chiang Mai, etc., the bigger cities, well, there is always going to be traffic. There's going to be a lot of motorcycles. You're potentially going to see some car accidents. And with the traffic, it's hard to walk around. Think about that. If you're in the worst traffic in the world, crossing the street becomes more dangerous, becomes more questionable. I don't feel comfortable crossing the street in many areas of Bangkok, Pattaya, Phuket. And if that is something that concerns you, if busy streets with literally tens of thousands of motorcycles going up and down, zipping left and right, cutting up in a manner that they drive differently than they do in the West, well, just know that Thailand might not be for you. Okay, number 6, the cost. The cost isn't that great. It isn't that much cheaper than anywhere else in the world. If you're a Westerner, you can go to Colombia cheap. Like, the cost of goods aren't that cheap. Now, in Bangkok, your labor is cheaper. So if you're looking for somebody to give you a massage, if you're looking for somebody to paint your house, you can get that labor cheaper. But the cost of goods aren't that cheap. Your meal may be $1 or $2 less at McDonald's. You may pay $7 for a meal instead of $12 for a meal at a mid-grade restaurant. But in general, the prices aren't rock bottom. You can find street food. You can get a piece of chicken or something on the street for $1 or $2. But generally speaking, if you're going to be staying at a hotel, you're still going to pay $100, $200 a night. If you're looking for a good, like goods, maybe a 20% discount compared to the United States, it's not that cheap to go there. It's not the location it was in the 1980s or 1990s where you could go there and things were dirt cheap. So just consider that. Number 5, we're talking about the pollution. Pollution in the water, to start with. There's a lot of areas, you go to these pristine beaches you see here, there's a lot of areas you're not supposed to go in the water because they are not as clean as they should be. Cities and resorts are dumping their sludge out into the water, and it's not great. More so, but that's true anywhere, more so the air pollution. If you have asthma, emphysema, or anything of the sort, there are seasons, there's burn seasons, there's different seasons there where the air doesn't circulate, there's pollution coming in from China or their factories in Thailand or Cambodia, and the air quality is very low. It's considered dangerous for a lot of folks. You're going to be coughing a little bit more. Your throat's going to hurt in the morning. Now again, I love Thailand, and I'm not bad-mouthing Thailand. Thailand is my favorite place on the planet. There's going to be plenty of videos that talk about why you should go to Thailand. But I'm letting you know that there are some things that you should know before you get there. I'm all for tourism. I just want you to know that the quality of the air, sometimes in Thailand, is less than spectacular. Okay, and again, I love Thailand. I recommend if you have the means and you meet these criteria, you definitely visit Thailand, spend all your money, have a great time. But the air pollution isn't great. Number 4, is that if you're a Westerner, if you're American or Canadian, there's not that many of us in Thailand anymore. I think there was a time, maybe after the Vietnam War, where a lot of guys fancied, I'm going to go to Thailand, I'm going to vacation, I'm going to retire there, it's so much cheaper. It's not cheaper anymore. It's on the other side of the world. And people from the West don't travel there as much, in my opinion, as they used to. Now, if you go to Thailand, the average tourist, Australian, Indian, Russian. There's not that many people that speak English compared to some other countries. There's not as much catering to the American tourist or the American palate, okay? If you're going there thinking, oh man, I'm gonna be able to get some food, the food is very different than what you're used to. If you're thinking, oh, I'm gonna be able to talk to a girl in a bar, they're probably not gonna be able to speak English. American tourism is not the primary tourist in Thailand right now, okay? If you go to a city like Pattaya, I would venture to say that the stereotypical tourist is Indian. Okay, there's a lot of people. They changed the visa laws from India, and people in India have money now and they go on vacation. The American is not there, and that may be a reason why you don't want to go there if you want to go there and meet other people that speak your language and have fun. It's not for you necessarily. Number 3, ties right in, is there will be a language barrier. If you're not comfortable with a language barrier, if you don't speak Thai, this may not be the country for you. Okay? Now, I love Thailand. Hard to learn how to speak Thai. I don't know a lot of Thai words. They don't make sense in my brain because they don't use the same alphabet per se. Language barrier is significant, so this may not be for everyone. Again, if you go to a bar, I would recommend considering going to an Australian bar, because at least the girls and the guys and the people and the bartenders probably are going to speak some English. And that's where you're going to have the best advantage there, is at an Australian bar, people will speak some English, even if it's with an Australian accent. Number 2, there's some turmoil right now with Cambodia and some border disputes going on. That could limit your desire to want to go there. You may not want to go to a border area where there's political turmoil, where there's rockets being launched, where there's things going on that may not be completely safe. Now, I love Thailand. And it's not unlike any country. Every country should have a list of reasons why you shouldn't go there. Now, there's probably 1,000 reasons why you should go there. And again, Thailand's a wonderful country, beautiful people, beautiful tourism, and you can't get views like that anywhere else in the world. But, yeah, with turmoil in Cambodia, maybe you don't want to go there. Number 1, political instability in the US may be why you don't want to go there. You never know if we're going to launch a new tariff. You never know if we're going to upset somebody. You never know if we're going to upset China or Thailand or Cambodia. Japan, you don't know if they're going to accept your visas, your passports. The United States is sometimes a little quirky, and that may be a reason you don't want to go to Thailand right now. Now, with all that said, every one of these has an opposite. Temperature, maybe you want the heat. Length of travel, maybe it's kind of fun, fly first class and enjoy it. Walking isn't a bad thing. Bad traffic, hey, if someone else is driving, you get to see a different side of the world. The cost isn't great, but it's still cheaper than home. Yeah. Air pollution isn't that bad. Sometimes not many Americans, it's good to not have many Americans around. You can make an argument for every one of these having the opposite. Language barrier is a great opportunity to learn Thai, right? And when it comes to the politics of Cambodia and the United States, well, maybe there's an opportunity to learn about the world and see things you've never seen before. So folks, those are 10 reasons you should not go to Thailand right now. Is it safe? I think it is. The only thing I would say when people talk about safety of Thailand, honestly, is because I'm a foreigner, I'm not used to the rules of traffic, and crossing the street can be a little questionable. That's not on them, that's on me. Is it beautiful? Yeah, I mean, there are some areas that are slummy, just like any country, but there are some areas that are absolutely gorgeous. There's some cool beaches, there's some cool monuments, there's great temples, wonderful people. The food? I don't love Thai food. There's a curry and Indian influence, and that's not my favorite for my palate. But, there's some things there. You gotta be adventurous and try some new things that I do like there. There's a lot of fun and adventure in Thailand. So folks, I highly recommend that if this list hasn't scared you off, go visit Thailand. But it may not be the adventure for you. Stick around for new videos. We have all sorts of videos coming up. We appreciate you. Thanks for watching. Adios, amigos.